Hayao Miyazaki is a Japanese anime director and a co-founder of Studio Ghibli since 1995. Inspired by children, most of his work are from children's perspective, but still, they convey messages that are not only for children entertainment, but also influences on adults' opinion in different issues. Miyazaki can be defined as an idealist in his work. Despite having a great experience with CGI and digital painting, he still prefers hand drawing. However, in building characters, he is a realist. Anime characters in general are usually depicted as a perfect image who can conquer the world flawless, but not in Miyazaki's works. He wants to make it as real as possible as humans are complex, imperfect creatures. Unlike other animators who avoid showing negative aspects of life to children, Miyazaki wants to teach them how to identify and face them, varied from human trafficking, greed, wars, and natural disasters. Miyazaki's creation is a mixture of genres. However, there's still a similarity among them: adventures. Miyazaki always starts his anime with a lack of experience of protagonists. He portrays his protagonists as normal people with flaws such as clumsiness, jealousy, or laziness, and so on. However, during the journeys, his characters will grow to adapt to the new world and new circumstances. Miyazaki's animes are adventures with tons of surprises, exotic elements, but his priority is giving the audience the development of character through the journeys that carry life lessons. Hayao Miyazaki is a roaring feminist, taking a stand for feminism by making the lead roles in his anime female. Miyazaki tends to strengthen the notion that women can be whoever they want to be in society, having their own values, completely independent. It's easily seen in his work. Kiki relies on her own to make a living and gradually earns admiration from others, while Ursula, a boyish girl, is the implication that women's strengths always flow in nature as potentials waiting to be unleashed. In Pokoroso, Theo is determined to become a mechanic and succeeds on her own despite adversity. Eboshi from Princess Mononoke is a kind, determined town ruler, helping rejected lepers women from brothels. Moreover, Miyazaki's female characters are equal to men in their relationship. Male characters can be women friends or supporters, but never saviors. In Spirited Away, at first, it's Haku who helps Shiro to fit in the new world, but at the end of the anime, it's Shiro who saves Haku from death and helps him to recover his true self-identity. The same goes for our Princess Mononoke. San decides to separate from Ashitaka since each of them wants to protect their community. By portraying independent women who make their own decisions, the ending of both animes challenges the stereotypical image of women who tend to rely on men. In order to deliver these deep, complex themes, Miyazaki's animes focus on creating human connections as a priority. When the audience understands and relates to the characters' feelings, they in turn understand their actions. How can movements and expressions help Miyazaki build this sense of human and realism in his characters? Close-up shots. They have multi-purpose delivery from action sequences like San fighting with Eboshi to small action scenes like Jiro tying up her hair. But all these close-ups have a common purpose of depicting the characters. Take a look at the female characters, where close-up shots are often chosen to maximize their strengths. San looks down upon the army of Iron Man, showing her fearlessness. Close shots looks up to powerful Yubaba as she commands the bathhouse, or close-up shots to show the determination of the experienced Lady Eboshi. Wide angle is another technique that has the same purpose. While cannot show as much details in single actions or expressions as close-ups, Miyazaki utilized the environment in these wide-angle shots to set the mood for the whole scene or even use it as part of the character's emotion. The reason why the settings are so successful in conveying emotional messages is because they were designed to make the viewers feel the emotion that the characters emit, not to continue the plot. Perhaps what sets Miyazaki apart from Western animators and even his contemporaries is the sense of stillness in movements and expressions. No matter if it's close-up or wide shot, Miyazaki always takes time to slow things down. This absence of stillness gives the audience time and space to absorb the emotion of the characters. Totoro and the sisters, waiting for a train together, introduces the first time they meet. Because the meeting is with a magical spirit, it needs a feeling of calm and peace that achieves through the slow pace. It's also what successfully sells the character distinctive, realistic personalities. In an environment where we have time to look at the subtle and intricate details, the character becomes more real. Like the Sosuke licking an ice cream scene, showing his childish side explicitly. These small details emphasize who they are as human, something that most animators skip over and replace with flashy overexpression. Miyazaki is not only the legend of Japanese anime, but is also globally praised, particularly for Spirited Away, which won an Academy Award in 2001. Miyazaki's anime, starting with Nausicaa of the Wind in 1984, changed the way anime was built. It's now to be considered for every age rather than merely just for kids. Anime is now not only for fun time, it delivers moral lessons. For a long time, anime is remembered for its excessive expressionism. In contrast, for Miyazaki, exploring the emotional elements of humanity has always been the basis of his storytelling. Despite their often fantasy settings, his characters experience life the way we all do. These little things make these characters complicated, unique, particular, and more human. Admittedly influenced by the drawing style of Disney, animes from Japan still draw on their own culture stories and fables. Hayao Miyazaki's anime is the cultural worthy product with tons of Japanese culture and traditions visualized in each element of anime such as clothes, bathroom, myth, and Japanese secrets.